Hello everybody, my name is Chris Linsell, Senior Real Estate Writer and Coach for theclose.com, here today to give you an all-access tour of Elevate Real Estate CRM and Marketing Platform. Now, I can tell you, I spend a lot of time in the real estate CRM space, and this isn't your typical CRM. There's a lot happening here, and the question is, can it live up to its potential? That's what we're going to find out. Come on. Let's take a look. Welcome everybody to the Elevate CRM and Marketing Platform walkthrough. So glad to have you here. Totally excited to check out what we've got when it comes to Elevate with you guys today. So let's dig into it. Right at the very top here, we've got your dashboard. This is what you see when you first log in to Elevate during the day. Pretty standard CRM dashboard. We've got some top line stats along the top here. These are the things that you're going to want to know right off the jump. New leads, active clients, tasks to do. And then Elevate has a GCI tracker as well, and they drop that right in the top here as well. So helpful stuff to have right up at the beginning of your day. Pretty standard fare for a CRM dashboard. Next, we've got a quick view of our new leads or active clients here. Good stuff to have. We want this stuff just a single click away or right in our face as we log in. So, you know, nothing groundbreaking here, but really helpful. I really like the clean design here. I like the ability to filter, you know, based on buyers or sellers or all together. You can change what is being displayed here. A lot of good customization, I'll say, on this CRM dashboard. So pretty cool. I also like, worth pointing out, that source is a sortable category here. I love being able to sort my leads and contacts by source, because you know different lead sources are going to have different requirements for nurturing. So this is a helpful little tool to have. So yeah. Scrolling down a little further, again, pretty standard CRM dashboard sort of stuff. We've got a calendar here if we've got activities or events, I should say, client activities over here, and then tasks. This account doesn't have any tasks, obviously, but this is where it would be. And then this is a larger view of the GCI that we were talking about before. Now, one thing I do want to point out here before we go any further is that the Elevate CRM dashboard does something that I can't believe more CRMs don't do, but they have some basic drag and drop customization here. You see, except for these top boxes, everything else has this little drag window here. And that is a really helpful tool to have if I want to, say, bring my calendar and my client activity up here. Or maybe this performance tracker is something really important and I want that higher. I love having the ability to move that stuff around. I can't believe how many CRMs don't offer this. So kudos Elevate for making that a part of your operating system here. Okay, we've got a lot to look at here. So let's just jump into kind of the next important part of the CRM portion, which are the lead profiles. So I'm just going to click on, how about Zelda Monahan, because I like that name, Zelda. So I click on Zelda's name here. We've got a little side window that pops open. Pretty standard lead profile here. Lead off with activity. That's helpful. This is activity as it relates to your website, but you can also manually update this as well. The Elevate CRM is directly connected to the Elevate website. So if your leads are active on your website, their activity gets logged into your CRM. You can see Zelda has a saved search in the Boise area. Hasn't favorited any listings or viewed anything recently. But this profile here really gives you an insight into what your leads are actually doing on your website. And this is fantastic when it comes to starting conversations with them, engaging them, nurturing them. Also have a history of communication. Obviously, we've sent a lot of automated email to Zelda, which is, again, pretty standard fare for nurturing leads. And yeah, up here at the top, you can add things to profiles. You can add notes for this person, tasks. Like if you have a follow-up task, you want to make sure you can add that here. Helpful to have. If you've got docs, like pre-approval letters or contracts, that's really cool to be able to have a document storage area. And then you've got a history. This is especially important if you are working with a team and there are multiple people who are going to be nurturing and taking care of your clients. You can look back at the history and see every action that has taken place here. So this is a demo account, so you know, we're gonna have a lot of stuff in here, but you can see how this would be really helpful. And then the last thing that I want to point out here is they just have some basic status changes up here that are really helpful. I mean, I can click here for engaged, active, pending, sold, and it quickly categorizes leads. So I really like that. We'll put this back to new. So that's the gist of the CRM here. Pretty straightforward, not a ton of bells and whistles, but frankly, I don't really know if we need them necessarily. There are some other communication things worth pointing out. We do offer email campaigns, automated email campaigns. We offer SMS texting, both in real time and automated with certain plans when it comes to the Elevate CRM. So these are cool. It's not, I don't have the option unlocked here, but there's also a VoIP option. You can get a special Elevate phone number, and you can do phone calls to and from with a specialized phone number via your CRM and via the app here. So that's also pretty cool. I got to be honest, though, not a ton of crazy extra features in the CRM. It's a pretty straightforward CRM, but definitely does the job. So I'm happy about that. One thing that it does do really well that I think it's worth pointing out is there's an MLS integration. You've got IDX straight into the back end of your CRM. So you can do property search right from your CRM, which is really helpful. Let's see. Let's just type in Garden Valley. If you are trying to send property or set up searches, you know, you can do all that stuff from your CRM, and yeah, you can do that stuff from your MLS, but then you got to go back to your CRM and manually input it. If I make a list of stuff here, if I'm sending property here, I can do that stuff right from our CRM. There's also these other options like create CMAs and search for similar properties. And all this stuff gets automatically integrated into Lead Contact's existing profiles. So it really does help save some steps here. And I really like that. I think the MLS integration into a CRM is going to be a must-have moving forward for me. So I really like this. This is cool. You can manage some of your listings. Let's see here, back this up a little bit. Yep, you can manage listings, you can send those to people, you can schedule open houses. Elevate has open house promotion tools that we'll get into in a minute. So lots of stuff that you can do on the back end of things here. MLS search, this is a handy tool to have, especially when your website is IDX enabled. You want your back end, your CRM, to be IDX enabled too. Clients, we already talked about this. This is the lead, the lead profile section here. Obviously you can create new clients. That's kind of part of being successful. If you've got a large database of clients to import, you can do it as a CSV file, make things easier on yourself. So yeah, pretty standard on the client section. Nothing, no fireworks here, but I don't know if I really want fireworks here. I want something that just straightforward works. CMAs. So we touched on this just a little bit, but I think it's worth pointing out the create a CMA tool. Elevate calls it their CMA Wizard. This is a really cool thing. CMAs are a a pain point for a lot of agents. They take up a lot of time. Agents don't exactly know how to present their findings. Some of them don't exactly know how to do a CMA. So just want to show you a little bit how this works. So I'm just going to select Adolphus as a client that we're going to do this for. And let's select, we'll add a listing here. How about, I'm just going to type in Main Street, see if anything comes up. Oh, maybe not. Here we go. Here we go. 708 Main. Okay. In Caldwell, Idaho. So that's okay, Google. That'll be all right. So we'll confirm. Here it is. We're going to do a CMA for... Okay, so this might not be the best example because it's a commercial building, but that's okay. That's okay. We can still do it. Okay, so using the CMA creator, you then work through your CMA process. Let's say we want to find solds going back, we'll just say going back until the beginning of March, and you put in all of your parameters, and then you search. And look, here's one. It was a sold beginning of March. Since the beginning of March, and then you can hit this and you can add that right to your CMA, and that's it. It's easy. You can do that multiple times. Okay, we don't have any documents to add right now. Now you can adjust your profile. Alexander Hutchins. We'll just say all property types. I've been in the business for 99 years. Clearly, I am very experienced. I've sold 432 homes at an average price of $1 million and 4 days to sell. I'm a very impressive real estate agent. So, okay, so let's just hit preview. And then, bam, you have an all digital CMA. Here's the subject property. Here's our comparables map. Here's the comparable itself. And then there's some interesting information. It talks about interested buyers, what percentage of buyers are interested in a property like this, typical days on market. It's just a cool digital tool. Now, if we had more than one, comp, we would be able to, we'd see some ranges here on price analysis, which is pretty nifty. We see the subject versus, the sold. And then here's our profile. There I am, 99 years in the business, 432 homes sold, $1 million, 4 days. Pretty good track record there. What I really like about this CMA tool is that, first of all, it's all digital, right? Like it all takes place in the CRM platform. You send your CMAs, they stay in the digital space. They're viewed in the digital space. You can talk about them with somebody, on an iPad if you want to sit around a table. But this is something that somebody doesn't have to keep track of paperwork. They can review on their own. They have got a slideshow they can click through. And then it gets saved in here. It gets logged in here so that if you want to come back to it, you can come back to it. You can view it. You can send it to people. I can totally picture somebody who's a big time prospector creating CMAs for entire neighborhoods that they're maybe farming, and then sending those off periodically to people. So a lot that you can do with a CMA tool. This is a win for me. The CMA tool is definitely a big plus. Okay, so that's the CMA tool. Let's pop through a couple other things here. The first thing that we want to look at is the website. The Elevate website, it's the partner to the CRM here. I've got one open here. Okay, so this is Mina Cooper's website. She's an Elevate agent. This is what the website looks like. Now you can there's a ton of customization options here. This is what Mina's looks like. So she's got search right up top, got her bio right here in the middle. Mina, I think that's probably a little long on the bio there. Mina, if you're watching this, you might want to consider cutting that down a little bit. I've got a great article about bios on the close if you're interested. But She's been working in the industry for 20 plus years. Real rock star. So we've got her bio, we've got her blog posts, which we're going to talk about in just a minute. Featured properties, featured areas. I mean, there's a ton of stuff happening on this website. Here's some reviews, more featured properties, condo properties. And the best thing about this is, you know, Mina's got a lot of stuff on here, but you can customize this. If you don't want all this stuff on your homepage, you don't have to have it. There is a ton of stuff. If you look at in the website editor here, look at all the different things you can choose from, and you can add new things too, right? Oh, this is the testimonial widget, but you can add you can add or subtract things here. You've got options for editing your header and your footer, both in style and in content, navigation. I mean, frankly, this is a pretty robust editor, especially for people who are not tech savvy. Like, you do not have to be a software engineer to be able to understand how this all translates onto your page. So you know, the websites, I gotta be honest with you, I really like the Elevate websites. I think they look really attractive. They make search really easy. It's really easy to personalize if you have specific branding that you're tackling, and they're you know, optimized for conversion. So that's what we're looking for here. A couple of things I want to point out when it comes to the Elevate website, one of which is the customization that we talked about, but the other thing is the blog content. Now, Mina, I'm sure she is passionate about how to install or replace insulation, but believe it or not, Mina didn't write this, okay? This blog is a part of the Elevate content marketing service that you are privy to when you become an Elevate agent. The way it works is Elevate's team of experts, and these are real people. This isn't AI generated or anything. These Elevate content experts create a ton of amazing blog content every single week, and they push it out to Elevate agents. So this one is about how to install and replace insulation. You can see this is not a short blog. There's probably, I don't know, 600 words here, 400 words at least. Like, this is not just a couple of paragraphs. This is definitely some quality value for your readers. Content marketing is the fastest way to create expertise and authority in a space. So, and it's not just these more generic blogs as well. These market-specific blogs are also created based on your IDX integration. So it's basic market stats. Again, pretty straightforward. There's not a ton of flair here, but this is the sort of thing that, you know, enables your users, your readers, to see that you are engaged in the local market, that you're hip to the numbers that are happening. And look, there's a really great call to action here, a prompt to convert a lead. So here we are. Look, it says, curious about home values in this area? Check your home values. Put in your contact information, contact agent, bam. That goes straight into your CRM. You're notified that you've got a new lead. You follow up, you start the conversation, start the ball rolling. So that's the other thing I wanted to point out when it came to the websites, is this content marketing option. Now, we talk a lot about this in the article about some more of the specifics, but it's definitely worth checking out. This is a major part of the Elevate value proposition. So if you are considering Elevate, you should be considering it as a part of this blog content, this content marketing opportunity. And then that is about it on the back end here that I wanted to show you. Did want to show you a couple more things before we wrap up today. As an Elevate agent, the major value props that you get here are that you don't just get a CRM. You get this whole ecosystem of marketing tools to push your business in front of prospective clients, in front of your existing sphere of influence, and continues to drive your business forward. So these tools in the ecosystem are the CRM, which we've talked about, right? Like this is the CRM dashboard. You've got the website here. You've got the blog content that gets written for you. I mean, for those of you who don't like to write, this is a real win. You get weekly blog content every week. You don't have to think about it. You don't have to upload it. You don't have to worry about the SEO and tagging things properly. Elevate takes care of all that for you. So you get the CRM, you get the website, you get the blog content. Elevate also offers a paid lead generation option where you get PPC advertising on places like Google or Yahoo and Bing and even Facebook, which continues to drive traffic. And then the other major thing here is, just like this blog content that gets written for you and automatically uploaded, Elevate also offers the same sort of service, but for social. Okay, so this is a very cool, again, kind of parallel service to the blog content, where instead of just writing blog content, they also have your social content. And it's not just, hey, we've got some templates that you can use. It literally is, we create all the content for you. They have really solid designers and social media people. This is an example of some of the content. I'm scrolling through. This is Mina's Facebook page. You can see all of this was posted on her behalf on her Facebook page. This is all evidence of action and expertise. People, your clients are looking towards social media as verification that you are who you say you are, that you're an expert in what you say you're an expert in. So you can see this is attractive, good-looking stuff that is exactly what you'd expect to see on a real estate agent's social media profiles. Okay. There's one downside to this, and maybe it's specific to Mina Cooper, but I don't think it is, honestly, because I've checked out a couple of other Elevate agents. I'm seeing pretty low engagement of these things. Okay, like this is a great Facebook post, quote from Muhammad Ali. But take a look over here. There's no likes, there's no comments, there's no shares, and there's no real evidence of engagement here. And this is kind of the risk that you run when you do automated social media, is you miss an opportunity to engage directly with the people and post specific, in reaction to what your community is doing at the moment. So, Mina has 1,185 people that follow her, and the fact that nobody has been liking or commenting or sharing any of this stuff, that's a little suspect, frankly. But really, that very well could just be her particular following. Could be the fact that she's not actively engaging other places when it comes to social media. So there's a whole host of reasons why that might be. But it's something that you should be considering as you're thinking through this, is whether or not that engagement issue would be, a barrier for success for you. Okay, the last thing I want to talk through is, there is one other thing that these guys do, which is they auto create listing videos via your listing photography. Now, these are just slideshow videos. I'm going to hit mute on this so you can keep hearing me talk. But this was uploaded. This is another Elevate agent, Allison Weitzman. They just took listing photos, made it into a video slideshow, and they auto upload properly titled all the way to YouTube. And again, this is something that you can share straight from your YouTube page. It'll post directly to social. So, if you've got clients that want to see you go above and beyond, these sorts of systems are going to allow you to do that with very little work, because it's all pretty well automated. The question really becomes is what sort of engagement, what kind of reactions do you get from this stuff? That's going to be an agent-to-agent sort of thing. So, it's the evidence of action is very clear here. There's a lot of activity happening on your behalf thanks to Elevate. It's really going to be up to you to, what you're going to do next with it. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got more of an insight into what Elevate offers and whether or not it would be a good fit for you and your business. If you made it this far in the video, why don't you give us a like? Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the little notification bell. That way you can find out whenever we've got new content on this channel that'll help you level up your real estate business. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.